Welcome back to what Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an AMX 12 ton. It's a tier 6 French light tank. It's located on the south spawn of Mountain Pass and it's under the command of me! Yes, it's another of my replays. I have been playing quite a lot recently with the Battle Pass and this was another bit of my fun morning. You can see it says Jeanne d'Arc on the side there and Foch on the other. No, it's not a reference to the World of Tanks player. It's the AMX 12 ton. It's a light tank designed by the French for the by AMX for the light French tank replacement competition. Only 12 tons in weight, 4 shots in the magazine, 75mm, and it's capable of doing 135 alpha. Now I go down into the dip, into the bowl, and there's an AMD A178B already down here. I put 1 into him. 2. He gets 1 shot into me. 3. And missed on the last shot. And I'm now on reload and it's 18.75 seconds and I've been hitting the tracks already, and I've been hit by the AMD and also by the Type 64. So I've lost a fair amount of hit points. And I've taken another shot from the AMD. But, yep, there you go, he's out the game. And I take 1 more round from the Type 64, and I'm now on only 9% of my health. Yes, a dreadful state to be in. 3 shots left in my mag. I'll try and put those to good use. I can't pop out in front of that T29. If I do, I will die. So all I can do is wait here for a moment until he loses interest in me and picks up interest in my colleagues. No quick check behind to see there's nobody coming down after me. There's a Lorraine above me. I just need to get into a position where I can get shots on the enemy. 1 shot into the Leo. Another. Go for the 3rd. And now I'm full reload. Now I've opted to go straight for APCR right from the off, because I anticipated that something might happen and I want to get all my shots penetrating. I didn't anticipate that one of those shots would miss the AMD. Okay, I'm loaded, ready to go. I can see the side of the T29, put 1 into him. And another. And a 3rd. And a 4th. So nice, profitable round there from me. Now remember, these rounds don't do 115, they do 135, so I was getting a mixture, just 1 high roll and the rest were all low rolls. I'm now almost loaded. I'm loaded. Okay, bye bye Mr. OI. 1 in, kill shot. Yes! 2 kills now. Okay, so opt for reload. Well, I can't because I've only got 2 shells left in the mag, and I suddenly realised that and I need a full mag. So I immediately switch back to AP. I realised that the enemy have left their back door open, and even though I've only got 9% of my health left, I'm going to try and lead the charge up here ahead of my teammates, and then if I find the enemy first, it'll warn them that there is enemy ahead and they've got to deal with them. In fact, actually, you know, it's certainly the right thing to do. Try and act as the bait for the enemy to open fire and reveal their positions. No, can't see anyone. Nobody waiting for us. There's only a Challenger up on top of the hill. Okay, wait for my teammates to catch up because I need more than 1 gun to take on that Challenger. The A44, if he goes up that ramp, then at least I've got some help. But he doesn't, so kind of forces me to go up and deal with the Challenger. But he's not here. There's no enemy here. And oh, no enemies. Oh, there is an enemy in sight. MX 12 ton, Type 64. I'll deal with the Type 64 first. Miss with my first shot. Don't miss with the second. MX 12 tons next. Where are you? There you are. Thank you. I'll have that. And so I get a shot. Unfortunately, fortunately, I just missed a big round coming in from one of the enemy. In fact, I just picked up a Naydin's medal because I killed all the enemy light tanks in this game. I took out the AMD I took out the Type 64, and then I took out the AMX 12 ton on the enemy team. And whilst I actually think about going around and getting into the tree line and shooting at the Jagdtiger, I suddenly realised really I haven't got the ammo to penetrate his hull and do adequate damage. So I thought, well, I'll go up onto the heights and see if I can shoot at the enemy tanks as they come back. There's the VK. Now where's that? Oh, there's the Challenger. Now I haven't got the gun depression to go after him, but I don't need to worry because the T-150 does it for me. But where is that Jagdtiger? That's what I want to know. In fact, I think I need to go down and help my teammates. So I think about going over the edge, control the slide down. That's it, nice and gentle. And it's only when I get down and I realise the Jagdtiger was all behind us at that moment. And he's the last, well, second to last enemy alive. Now he's the last enemy alive. And in fact, actually, I thought about it for a second. I thought, hang on a sec. He is the last enemy. And there's no enemy back at our cap. So the enemy is actually ahead of us. I've got 4 kills. There's another member on our team who's also got 4 kills, the 53 TP. So I offered to platoon with him. And he refuses. In fact, actually, he's got the no platoons in battle button pressed, so I can't platoon with him at all. But seeing as I've only got 53 hit points left and I'm a one shot for that Jagdtiger, and he's dug himself in grid square A2, and all these guys have more hit points than I do, I'm going to leave it to them to go in there and deal with him. I'm waiting for that 53 TP to come back, and I say, how about a BIA to the 53 TP? And he just ignores me and drives straight past. Well, we're losing players now, and the 53 TP is the only one who's actually got the armour and of course the wreckage now to fire from behind. He can deal with the Jagdtiger, but I can't because I get wiped out with one shot, so I'm not going to drive straight in there and die to satisfy him. So I just think, well, what the hell? Time for me to go for a bit of a drive, I think. The Hellcat's coming in from the other side anyway, so he can probably get him. And then I think, well, maybe I can actually do what the Hellcat's doing and drop down into the drop. And I think about it, can I go down there? No, I think that's more vertical than I really would like to deal with. So I thought, well, maybe I could go down one of the other sides. Nope, that's too dangerous as well. But they've dealt with the situation, so it's all over. And that's the end of the game. So, yes, I did lead them to it at the end, but there was no way that I was going to be able to take out a Jagdtiger with standard AP, and I had very low hit points, and it'd be pointless me going in and losing my tank just because they have more than enough guns to deal with that tank destroyer as it was. My 75mm wouldn't have made the difference. If he had killed all of them, then yes, I would have come into play again and I would have fought to win. But I already done my bit. 4 kills. I was the joint high scorer with another player on my team, so why should I actually stick around to get killed under these circumstances? So let's have a look at the end of battle results. Well, I got a first class tanker in that game, and it's the first time I've had a first class on the AMX 12 ton on this account. In fact, I don't think I've had the AMX 12 ton that long on this account because I've neglected the French line. In fact, actually, I'm now at the AMX 1375, working my way up to the Batchat 12 ton and so on up the French line. I managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. I did get 4. Master Gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating hits in a row. A Duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged me. And a Fire for Effect as well for dealing more hit points or dealing more damage than the hit points of my own vehicle. And surprisingly, I got that Naydin's Medal, which of course is fairly difficult to get because you have to kill all the enemy light tanks in a game. At least 3. And that means, well, in my case, that means killing that AMD 178B, the Type 64 and the AMX 12 ton. And it was actually fairly lucky because they had already suffered damage from other tanks. In fact, the AMD 178B was the only tank I killed with to take all of his health in that game. So at least I think I did. No, somebody else must have hit him because he's lost 4. I only picked up 463. So yes, somebody else must have touched him during that game. But anyway, my win rate from the game was 9,088, which is quite a high total. And so yes, I felt justified. I'd done my bit and, well, left it to the 53 TP because he wouldn't platoon. And it was an easy BIA going begging. So let's have a look at team score. When it came to team score, I didn't do the highest damage. In fact, it was the Jagdtiger who did the most damage. He got a high caliber for 4,153 hit points of damage, which means he would have got the Courageous Resistance Award as well for that. When it came to kills, in fact, actually, let's just say the 53 TP did the second highest damage, 3610. Third highest damage was their T28 HTC with 2004, and well, that puts me a little down the table because there was 3 members of the enemy team, 2 members of my own team ahead of me, which makes me 6th place overall on damage. When it comes to kills though, I was actually sharing the top spot with the 53 TP and that Jagdtiger 88. We all had 4 kills. Next highest scorer was the T150 who had 2. And then there's a whole bunch of tanks with 1 kill apiece. And when it came to base XP, it was the 53 TP did the best with 1,132 base, 1,062 to me, and we were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base experience points. I fired 17 shots, got 15 direct hits and 15 penetrations. I think that was because I used the APCR throughout. 1,694 hit points of damage. All of it at close range, 6 hits received from the enemy, 5 penetrations, 1 non-penetration. The armour on the 12 ton is really negligible, so you have to be careful you don't get shot. In fact, I made up a bit of a boo-boo because if I went down into that bowl thinking that the AMD would go down to all 4 of my shots since I was using APCR from the start, but I made a mistake because one of those shots didn't connect, and as a consequence I then took damage from the AMD as a result. 4 enemy vehicles spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, and 451 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, I earned 35,025 credits from the battle, but after repair, remember I did fire a lot of APCR. In fact, I did actually switch to AP, if you remember, towards the end of the battle. But only 2 of the shots, or 3 of the kill shots rather, or 3 of the shots at the end were AP. So I actually lost a huge amount of hit points to the ammunition and ended up with a loss of 8,839 credits for the game. I picked up 3 bonds for the award, the Naydins, and 1,593 XP for the battle, 9,558 for completing the mission, and 11,151 experience points altogether. I must say I'm very pleased that the members actually do support me to actually say, you know, go out there and get some gaming in, because it really does take a lot of the pressure off doing the videos when you actually do get some game time, and it's very, very enjoyable as well, especially when you get to goof around like this. I must admit, you know, towards the end of that battle I was hoping that the 53 TP would platoon and I'd pick up more than 1 award, but it just wasn't to be on this occasion. But there you go, it does happen. Occasionally I do get BIAs. In fact, I get quite a lot of BIAs when I Arty, because I can actually see, and I've got the time to actually see that people have actually got at least 3 kills, and I can offer the platoon to them and see if they will actually take it. But that 53 TP, he wasn't open to a platoon at all, and therefore I missed out on a medal on that occasion. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of my fun for this day, and if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, please, if you can. We are a small Arty channel. I say small, we've got 5,500 videos now, and we do feature tanks as well as Arty. If you do have a really good replay, one that has medals in it, or at least, you know, you having a really great day, because we don't just feature superb unicums, we do feature ordinary schmoes having a great time, like myself. Then by all means send in a replay. The instructions for doing so are at the bottom of the video, and obviously we'll have a look at it. We normally can put it up fairly quickly, but there is a long queue at the moment. I think I've got about 2,000 videos in the queue. Yes, it's that many. We have a lot of people who want to have their video on our channel, and so even though I'm pretty much crappy as a commentator, they still want to have their video on YouTube. So yes, they have to put up with having my voice over their game. So, thanks very much for watching.